Right, finally, a breath of fresh air. 20 minutes till dawn, the continuation of 10 minutes till dawn, though it's more like the expansion of what the full game is about to be. Basically, it combines the gameplay of Vampire Hunters, though you've got a reticle to aim around, not just auto fire, and the mod upgrade system of Novadrift, or something similar to it. Played a little. I've unlocked all the different characters and all the weapons. So basically we got the first one, the default character Shanna. Her special is she can reroll upgrades. Then we got Diamond, who starts with higher HP. Scarlet, on each third hit you throw out a wave of fire. Hina, right click summons a shadow clone, though it's also something similar to strafing, the strafing mechanic in novadrift. Spark, your bullets have a chance to call lightning on impact. Quite similar to this character, Scarlet. Oh wait, since the last time I played they've increased the HP. These used to have 2, this character had 3, this one had 6. Ah, that's even better for us then. Anyway, Lilith, basically the summoner class, like the engineer. Summon spirits upon killing something, and the Abbey. Right click to quickly shoot all of your remaining ammo. Maybe the cursor ship. Then the weapons. We got the trusty balanced weapon, regular gun. Shotgun, short range shotgun, that also has penetrates enemies. One projectile crossbow. Flame cannon, which is really just like a gun that shoots flame projectiles. Dual SMGs. The unique is that each hit applies on trigger effects twice, because it's got 2 different weapons. The bat gun, which is basically the summoner weapon. It's like the blade in novadrift, because both bullet and summon upgrades affected, just like construct and weapon upgrades in novadrift. And the grenade launcher, though the explosions here can hurt you as well. I still not found a great use for this weapon, besides some gimmick mechanics. That's all you can use. Then they added that afterwards, those runes, which you can pick 1 out of 3 for each tier. Offensive and defensive. Each tier you can pick 1 out of 3 for each run. They got different and unique abilities that can enhance or worsen your build, so you have to have those in mind. Though they are quite expensive to unlock all of those, still haven't. Anyway, let's go into a run. I've unlocked like those little icons on top of some of the weapons, and the characters show the highest difficulty that you've cleared with said weapon or character. Alright, I'll try. What should I try? Spirits. When enemies are king, summon a spirit. Alright, we'll try Lilith. Actually, Shanna. Shotgun. I was thinking about a potential shotgun build with this character. I'll show you why in a second. Okay, I've got a reload mechanic. which is new to both Novadrift or Vampire Survivors. Anyway, white weaponry, this is a Summoner's 3, we won't need that. The Electro Mage, this is lightning damaging 3, though it's got a unique, one of the most unique modes in the game is, in my opinion, this one here, Energized. Whenever a lightning strikes an enemy, 20% chance to automatically refill 3 of your ammo, which is basically all of our ammo, because we start with 2 for this weapon. I think this is something worthwhile later on. Double shot, which leads to Fanfire, which is something like Splinter, and then we got Fusillade. I guess this is pretty much the best for the shotgun. Double space projectiles, Vitality Defensive 3, something like the Force Armor and Juggernaut, and Rapid Fire and Siege. Anyway, so I think I'll start with just double shot. We gain another projectile, and all of them become slightly weaker. I was waiting for a game that have a similar system to Novadrift upgrading for so long. Finally we got something similar. You want something similar, yet different. You want something refreshing, but not that refreshing. Your bullets have a chance to inflict burn damage. We really don't want burn damage because it's just 3 per second, whereas the shotgun almost one-shots everything. Though the penetration makes it quite good maybe in the late game. Another good thing about the Fire 3 is that you got the last mode, Soothing Warmth, which is basically similar to Purification. When you inflict burn, there's a chance to heal 1 HP, and healing is very rare in this game. Yeah, this should be something to consider later. Take aim. Bullet speed is basically the velocity of your projectiles, though you don't have velocity here. It just makes them travel further. So get that. Though each run is supposed to be 20 minutes, you've got like the first 10 minutes to get your build going. Otherwise, there's a pretty hard, not reset, but pretty hard filter afterwards if your build isn't strong enough. Power shot should definitely help. This is like the magnitude 3 and no drift. Though the size of the bullets doesn't affect them or how far they travel, because they don't disintegrate like in no drift. I'll just get the rapid fire. That healing heart I just got here was from one of those rooms that I have unlocked. Is each 5th level you get an extra healing, and I started with only 2 because of another room that makes you start with half your HP for a slight boost to your damage. When shooting your last ammo, also shoot 10 additional bullets in circle. Bullet damage, bullet size, yeah. The shotgun can be also viewed like the flak, especially the older flak in novadrift, in the sense that it can carry you quite a bit without any upgrades. Enemies explode into 3 bullets when killed. Yeah, why not? I'm not very selective of the mods I'm picking yet, because I'm not that familiar with those. Yeah, so the white enemies explode in nearby proximity of you, or if you shoot them. I guess the holy shield. Basically you get a shield that protects you from one hit, and it takes 2 minutes afterwards to recover. So at best you can get like 10 recoveries of your shield over the whole run, though the last mod in the tree reduces the cooldown to 1 minute. Especially effective on characters who have low HP or don't have a way to regain life. Right, next thing. Increase reload rate and move speed, fire rate and ammo. You don't really need defensive mods the first 10 minutes. Rather unique mechanic for both Vampire Hunters or novadrift is this reload system. So get the cold lightning. Whenever the shield is up, a lightning strikes a random enemy. This will be useful later on with this tree. Once you have that mode, whenever a lightning strikes an enemy, there's a chance to automatically refill ammo. So yeah. The reload mechanic divides the movement of your character into 2 different categories. So whenever you're regularly moving, that's the run. While you are reloading, it's also a running speed, but while you are firing, this is considered walking, and you are walking slower than the running speed. Usually while firing you are slower. In that regard we got the movement tree, basically move speed. So that mode, run and gun, increases walk speed. This is the speed. Walking speed is while you are shooting. And because we are aiming for a build that doesn't reload as often, this will be a good mode to get later. Although, we'll see how it goes. You should also try to keep in mind that this character can reroll. So that was the first boss, which gives us a chest as a reward similar to the way you get those in Vampire Survivors. Now those chests, you get 3 of those. You got 3 unique chests for each different character, and upon defeating one of the unique bosses over the course of the 20-minute run, you get one of the 3. You can always get all upgrades, though in a different order. Triple the effect of the next upgrade you take. This is a unique one to Shana. Now, I think this is the unique mod to get at best as your last one, because tripling the effect of your next upgrade currently isn't as impactful as it would have been late game. still. And I reckon it's better to be able to upgrade like the last tier mode rather than those. So for example, shoot an additional bullet behind you. I think this should make that mode shoot 3 bullets. Though I'm not sure how this interacts with every single mode. So I better bet it's something that just gives flat out stats, so I know it works. And basically we got nothing. Reload rate plus 60% and 15% reload versus bullet speed plus 75% and bullet damage. Yeah, I'll just get this. That mode, that unique Shana mode has the potential to really create a broken and overpowered build. Increase your reload rate, move speed. Alright. While the shield is active only. So once you've invested in that, you better invest in the last mode that reduces the cooldown. I'm being kind of reckless during this run. I'm getting much more hits than I would think. Maybe because I'm talking, I'm distracting myself. Now those trees that appear everywhere do take damage. At first I thought they're like a spawning enemy or something, though I couldn't kill any of those. So an interesting mechanic... there it is. An interesting mechanic is... I'll demonstrate it now. If you bump... Oh, a boss. If you do bump into a tree, you get iframes, maybe, I don't know, like half a second of invulnerability. So potentially you should be able to get out of some clutch situations like that. Right, I'm not gonna talk anymore when I'm in a tough spot. I'll do another run. I'll upgrade one more thing. Yeah, Spark is one of probably the strongest build I found yet. Is Spark with the SMGs or Scarlet with the SMGs. Both of those extremely strong. I'll show you now why. Because this character, on each second shot goes down a lightning. And the dual SMG weapon, because it fires both two projectiles, but because it fires from two different cannons or guns, each shot is considered as its own hit. Like each projectile is considered its own hit, so you can trigger anything twice. For that regard, the lightning is triggered much more often than it would have been otherwise with another weapon. Now immediately you'll notice the reload time on this character is very on this weapon is very slow, so you need to improve that. Anyway, the greatest synergy for this character, obviously the lightning tree, but this mode specifically, whenever lightning strikes an enemy, there's a 20% chance to automatically refill 3 of your ammo. this is the core mode of the build I'll be going for. So the electro bug, summon an electro bug that calls down lightning to strike 2 nearby enemies. We won't be going to improve any kind of summon damage or any summons, though the extra lightning cast from that electro bug is supposedly going to trigger energized more, so I'll get that as well. Thinking about it, there's a rune, I think from the last there, that actually makes you so that if you only have just one pet, it increases its damage and fire rate significantly. So that would have been great for this build. Pickup range, reload rate, increase bullet damage. Nah. Yeah, move speed. Okay, so move speed is never bad in this game. Pyro Mage. This is the one. When lightning strikes an enemy, there's a chance to automatically refill 3 of your ammo. 3 isn't that much in comparison to the 32 base, but it triggers so often that it's very impactful. When shooting your last ammo, shoot an additional bullets in circle. Nah. Reload rate, magnetism. Alright, the Pyro Mage. Oh, we will need this as well. Split fire. Shoot an additional bullet behind you to get to fusillade. So whenever the refill ammo mechanic triggers, you can see this lightning effect around the character. This is the visual confirmation that the thing triggers. So you can see it triggers pretty often. Actually, the more enemies on the screen, the more often, I think. Take aim. The shield would be nice. Yeah. This is just velocity. Although bullet speed and piercing. Yeah. On top of that rune that gives an extra heart each 10th level, which I'm about to just get level 10 now, so I should be getting the 3rd heart filled. On top of that, bullet speed, bullet damage. Nah. No, don't need any of those, so I guess bullets, this will be the one that benefit. No, as usual, you want mods that you can benefit the most of, not just like one of their effects. But when you can't re-roll, you just gotta take whatever comes. Lightning strikes also inflict burn for 3 damage per second. So this is one of the unique mods that Spark can get upon killing a boss. So obviously you just take it because it has no downsides. Later on, the knockback becomes quite important for the bigger enemies, and they really start swarming you. I forgot to mention that we can also check the synergies, which these are basically the super modes of novadrift. I'll go through all of those quickly. Summon Mastery, obviously won't need that, though in essence the effect it provides is only beneficial to us, though the required mods are too great of an investment probably. Mini clip, max ammo, basically your ammo becomes 1, so we won't need that. Overload, Electro Mastery plus Fire Starter. When lightning strikes an enemy that is burning, create an explosion that deals 25 damage. So that's an extremely potent combo with the unique mod we got. So I'll be going for that definitely. Electro Mastery plus Fire Starter. Stand your ground. Projectiles plus 2, fire rate 25. This will be beneficial as well. Frostfire, intense burns plus frostfire. When you inflict freeze, you also inflict burn. So even this could be beneficial. Yeah, all those 3. Gun Mastery, basically the mastery from novadrift. Nothing negative to it. 10 rounds, your bullets deal an additional 10 damage. All those 5 are beneficial. Penetration. I'm not sure why the recharge, the reroll thing is still available on top. Maybe it's bugged out. Yeah, most of it. Just not getting mods that I really want. I guess the magnetism. Just wait for them to become one big pile and farm them all at the same time. Well, before this I'm gathering some XP. So at minute 15 and next boss spawns. Recharge. Pickup rate. Every XP pickup has a 10 chance to refill 1 ammo. Why not? I'll just get 1 extra HP. This boss is a little... It's got a very simple attack pattern, just one attack. It can be easily dodged unless you allow yourself to get surrounded by the regular enemies. Done. Now some bosses drop chests that you can get an upgrade for your character, the unique upgrade, but some of them drop those pentagram looking emblems or whatever they are. I'll get the Frost Mage. Your bullets have a 35% chance to inflict freeze for 3 seconds. Which should get us one step closer to that Electro Burn super mode. Dome of Elasticity. Those usually provide a very strong buff, but at the same time they got severe penalty as well. Bullet bounce plus 2, bullet damage minus 25. The bullet damage is quite irrelevant to us, because they deal, most of our damage comes from the lightning, I think. Max HP minus 1. Tome of Power. Bullet damage, bullet size. Piercing plus 1, not the best. Tome of Rage. Fire rate. Spread. Bullet damage minus 50. Knockback minus 95. Triple your base max ammo. So it's either this or this. This basically either make or break the build. So we now have 96 ammo before you have to recharge. Now after we defeat this boss, those eyes that have a projectile attack start to appear. Basically anything that is a white projectile on the screen is harmless to us, but anything that is red can damage you. Walk speed plus 100. This helps. This increases your speed while shooting. Frostbite. When an enemy is inflicted with freeze, they lose 25% of their max HP. Automatically kill enemies below 20. That looks quite great. The execute mechanic is similar to terminate, though it's called assassinate here. Becomes stronger the later the game goes, because the enemies get like even fatter. Fire rate plus 25, of course. You can basically almost indefinitely fire your attack, so long as the lightning procs open enough. Fire, light bullets. Fire rate. What was that? All lightning damage increased by 12, increased lightning area effect by 75, obviously. We would want that. Now the walking speed is something to consider with some weapons like this one, where you walk so slowly that you're not able to pick up a lot of the XP, so you have to decide all the time whether to walk more or shoot less, or just continue. Run and gun. That just reminds me of what was that? The Cuphead games. Remember those run and gun levels? Frostbite. Max HP plus 2, character size plus 50, move speed minus 16. We're already quite slow, so maybe later on. Later on, move speed is only important if you are able to keep killing the enemies that swarm you, so that you're able to move around more. If you can't kill anything, there's no need for move speed, because you won't have anywhere to go. Every XP pickup has a 10% chance to refill one ammo. This is probably the one I want. So, the siege mechanic, basically the siege weapon version of this game, you have a 33% chance to not consume ammo while firing without moving. So counter productive with the mod I just got. Pickup range and vision range. Why the vision range is important in this game? You don't get anything, you don't get any increase in stats or damage or anything from the vision, basically besides vision. But there is a tree, this one, the glare tree. Vision range increased, all enemies within your vision range take damage. So other mods that increase damage obviously synergize well with this tree. Like bullets, yeah, why not? At this point we got basically infinite ammo. So long as the enemies keep coming. What was that? Pickup range plus 20 after picking up XP, you gain 35% fire rate for 1 second. That sounds amazing for our build. Shield. That build seems very powerful in the early game, it seems powerful in the late game. Overall, pretty solid one. And also the synergy, like the starting synergies and the synergies that you acquire later on, all seem very obvious at first glance, so I reckon it's a very beginner friendly build. Doesn't require much dodging around or anything outside of the normal. Burn damage increase of 35%. Yeah, why not? So we got cold, we got the light, we got the burn damage. This character is basically the lightning damage one. Oh, divine rat, yeah, of course. Lightning strikes an enemy whenever the shield is up, so even a greater chance to refill even more ammo. It's interesting as well that now that you got two firing cannons, your left one always aims as where the cursor is, and the right one aims slightly to the right. Whereas opposed to Novadrift, you just aim right at the center. Increase reload rate and move speed. Reload rate isn't irrelevant at this point, but the move speed is quite nice. So those big enemies drop the same amount of XP as the small ones. That's why I said that you need to have your build going by minute 10, because once these guys start coming in, you won't be getting any, like a lot of XP to continue leveling up as quickly as you used to before. I think closer to like after minute 15, like towards the end of the run, the small enemies start appearing again. Run and gun, walk speed. Alright, I'll get that. Our walking speed wasn't much to begin with, so it's still an increasement, but not that great. There's a boss enemy over there, so the closer that I'm able to get to it, to kill it, the better, because I'm gonna get a chest that should dramatically improve our ability. Not sure what that boss actually does besides coming towards us. But the freeze mechanic is pretty nice here. Fire starter. Every 4 shot launch a fireball that deals burn damage. Now, this is extremely potent with our build. We shoot a lot above the shield, but we've acquired this new power. And the chest. Let's see. Every third lightning strike deals double damage and generates 1 ammo. Basically, pretty much the best thing that you can want for this. Infinite ammo, that's it. Yeah. A super mode. When lightning strikes an enemy that is burning, create an explosion that deals damage. I understand why the graphics are like it. It's an indie game that is developed rather quickly, and you can't devote a lot of time or like energy to developing the graphics. Like, it's very understandable. Though with what is presented, I think is a very good job has been done already, like style wise. I mean, at least it's easily readable. Red is bad, white is good. We don't want any of those. Bullet damage, bullet size, dragon egg, fresh clip, reload rate +5, bullet damage by 30. Close friend. Move speed +10, inflict burn on nearby enemies, one moving. That's basically scorching wave. Though the quicker you're moving, the quicker the scorching wave does damage. Increase bullet damage and move speed every 10 seconds until you get hit in the opponent's says. That sounds actually amazing for us. Anything sounds amazing for us. It's just completely nuts and OP. It's interesting as well why I haven't gotten any achievements yet. Because because I'm certain I've done a lot of the prerequisites for at least like half of them. Not sure. Maybe I can. When you inflict burn, there's a chance to heal versus rubber bullets or more fire rate and bounce. I don't need healing. Oh. I wonder if I should disable the screen shake. I'm pretty sure I should have probably already. Because the compression of YouTube is going to make the board look much worse. Another boss. This one's got one simple attack. When you're close, it just shoots these projectiles. Extremely easy attacks to dodge, especially if you're used to novadrift. I don't know what it is about it. All those reverse bullet hell games started getting so much popular lately. Never understood why people really like them so much in comparison to the classic bullet hell, where you yourself have to overcome. Tome of elasticity, straight up improvement to everything. Tome of elements, increase burn, lightning, freeze, improvement. Tome of speed. So it's either this or that. Just get the elements. I won't be able to get siege. Yeah, we need siege definitely. Let's see, we've got one super mod and that's it. That's the overworld. We can also get all of those. Yeah, I think this build should definitely be able to do the last difficulty of the game. There's no struggle even, you can unlock like the most powerful yet. I think this is like a third or fourth. That was another boss and the last upgrade. Bullet damage. Minus 25 lightning damage plus 50. Those with the unique upgrades also tell you like in what direction should you build your character, like in future runs. When you inflict freeze, also inflict burn. Yep. So I'm not losing ammo even, and I'm not utilizing the siege mechanic. The siege mechanic is 33% to not consume ammo when you're not moving. So if I do this, and it becomes pretty much the same because I'm not gathering XP. Big shot. No. Oh, when you inflict burn there's a chance to heal. Yeah. Alright. What was it? 0.05%. Does that mean... Oh yeah, because it probably considers the damage over time. Yeah, I'll just get this. There's a unique effect with glare, so all enemies within your vision range take damage. And this here, side magic, the damage from glare also applies the on-hit effects of bullets, which means the freeze, the lightning and the burn effect. Basically, if enemy starts swarming very close to you, you should be able to get out because you're gonna freeze them. Now just get this instead. Or HP, slower speed. will admit, pure white and the contrast with the dark background is a little bit too much. Like, it gets a bit boring, especially on spammy builds like those. I want none of those. 5, 3. Basically never recharge, so this won't work. Magic lens that give. So maybe if I get the dagger deals damage. As much damage as your bullets, and our bullets basically deal nothing at this point. But the summon damage from the... Let's just get those lens. The lens basically, whenever the lens is able to shoot through it, any projectile that goes through it is amplified. Kind of an old mechanic, though it's got its place in some builds. Not the biggest fan of those kind of mechanics, because they're just like inconsistent. Well, I guess it's got a specific purpose for specific builds. I'm 10 ready. Ah yeah, the shield. Yeah, I'll get the shield reroll time. I wonder if that applies right now, or if it's going to start applying after the next shield breaks. Should have probably gotten more pickup, more XP pickup mods. There are some. There's a lot of XP I haven't collected. Enemies explode in 3 bullets when they are killed. Alright. That's even more here. Still there are like 3 more synergies or super mods that can benefit this build. So if you're able to get all of those, it's nuts. I wonder what the high difficulties look like. I hope they're not just plain like plainly increasing the HP of the enemies, because so far that's what they've been like. Press that pass through your magic lens, gain plus 2 pounds. Press that pass through your magic lens will inflict burn on hit. Yep. Exactly what we need. Though if you just follow the lens where it's going, if you're able to kill everything in front of you, just continue running in circles while collecting all the XP. Yeah, why not? Let's say a great mod actually, but only as an extension. Oh yeah, I got an achievement now. And what did we get? Some runes that we can spend to upgrade. More XP. Start the game with your HP at half of your max HP. Play damage and fire rate 5% per rank. Yep. Right. Confirm. Now what the next difficulty looks like. Elites deal double damage. Bosses, elites, bosses. So elites are probably those big enemies. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in this game, I'll definitely continue playing it, and maybe I can do later on when I've got everything unlocked and figured out better. I could do some build videos similar to Novadrift. Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.